Hello again everybody, it's your guy Hard Slaps bringing you a video guide on using Thunderstore Mod Manager. Whether you're here to play some modded Lethal Company, or any game that Thunderstore supports, this video will have everything you need to know. Timestamps are included in the description to help you navigate this video in case there's something specific you're looking for. Though I recommend watching it all, as I wouldn't waste my time including information if I didn't think it was valuable. Grab some popcorn, get comfortable, tell your grandma I love her, and let's dive into how you can have the best modding experience for your games. To start, I want to answer the question, why should you use Thunderstore Mod Manager? To put it simply, it is the best tool available for modding any of the supported games. It is simple to install, easy to use, and makes playing modded games with your friends a breeze. It allows you to create multiple load orders using separate profiles, and sharing these profiles with friends is as easy as typing in a code. Forget about checking all your mods when there's a game update. This mod manager notifies you as soon as mod updates are available, and allows you to update them all at once with the click of a button. You can even switch to playing your game vanilla with the click of a button. And you can do all this without ever opening the game's data folder yourself. There is much more this mod manager can do for you as well, so let's get into it. First things first, in order to make the most of Thunderstore Mod Manager, you need to install Thunderstore Mod Manager. So let's see how to do that. To install the mod manager, you'll want to go to thunderstore.io. Although anywhere on the website should be fine, as you should see a small banner up top that says Get the Thunderstore app. Go ahead and click on Get App. This will take you to the Overwolf website with a prompt to download the Thunderstore Manager. Press Download. After it finishes downloading, go ahead and open the installer. Press Yes if prompted to do so, and in the installer, select your language of choice and click Next. Now you want to choose a download location. I never recommend installing games and mods in your program files folders, and will link a great video explaining why as well as how to fix it if you already have. Personally, I will be installing it in my secondary storage drive in a folder I made specifically for modding tools. Decide if you want a desktop shortcut for either or. Accept. Next. Next again. Wait for it to finish downloading. Once it is successfully installed, go ahead and click Launch. I recommend launching Overwolf at least one time, even if you don't plan to use it. Click on Settings, General, and toggle Start Overwolf when Windows starts, Notifications, disabling notifications, and then closing it out. Thunderstore Mod Manager requires Overwolf to work, but you can change those settings to forget it exists. Now that we have the Mod Manager installed, it is time to pick your game. Perhaps the most important button in the Mod Manager is in the top right here. This little sun icon allows you to toggle between light and dark mode. To the right of the search bar here is a button that allows you to switch the view of available games. Obviously there are lots of games available. I've been covering Lethal Company content, so I'll be covering Lethal Company again today. But the tips I'll be sharing will apply to any game in the Thunderstore Mod Manager. Once you've picked the game you're modding, I recommend hitting the favorite star. You can favorite multiple games, and any game you favorite will appear at the top of the list whenever you open the Mod Manager. If you're only modding one game, I recommend pressing Set as default. What this does is allow the Mod Manager to open that game immediately as soon as you launch it. Once you've made your choice, go ahead and press Select Game, and this will take you to the profile screen. If this is your first time using the Mod Manager, default will be your only profile. I've used it before, and so I have many profiles to pick from. And you may ask yourself, what is a profile? And how did I get here? Profiles are essentially mod load orders. For example, when I play Lethal Company with my friends, I use a different list of mods than when I play the game by myself, so I create multiple profiles so that I can easily switch between the two. I tend to use the default profile as a sort of testing grounds for creating new mod packs. Once I've created a list of mods that I like, it's very easy to copy it into a new profile so that I can start testing again in the default. To create a new profile, you would simply press Create New. You can name it whatever you like. Pressing Select Profile will put you into the main hub of the Mod Manager. Pressing Rename allows you to rename your profile. The Import/Update button is for adding new profiles sent to you by your friends, or updating your own. We'll get more into that later. And the Delete button will allow you to completely delete a profile and all its contents. It doesn't matter what you choose, but once you have, go ahead and press Select Profile. That will put you into the main hub of your Mod Manager. This is where you will be spending most of your time when modding your game. The bottom left button in the corner here will collapse or expand this menu. The My Mod section will contain any mods you've installed specific to this profile and is essentially your mod library. Right below it is the Get Mods section. This contains a list of every available mod for your game. The sort button up top here is one of the most useful features. It allows you to sort the entire mod list however you would like. I like to sort by download count. This will show you the most downloaded mods for your game. The most downloaded will appear up top, but you can reverse this by pressing the standard button and clicking reverse. Sorry, Lotus. You may also add additional filter categories to your list if you wish to refine it further. You can view a list of pre-made categories as well as toggling NSFW
because of the implication.
Deprecated mods, as well as more specific filtering features. Once you've selected your filters or none at all, just press Apply Filters. And of course you have the search bar for locating any mod that you're having trouble finding. If you're modding Lethal Company, the first mod you'll want to install is the MODPACK. You can click on the mod and read a short description of it. You can also see when it was last updated, the amount of downloads, and the amount of likes. Pressing the website button will take you to the Thunderstore website. This will allow you to see more details and a full description of the mod you're downloading. In order to actually download a mod is very simple. Simply click on it, press download. Some mods will allow you to download older versions, but it's recommended to select the latest version of every mod and download with dependencies. It should download rather quickly and enter your mod library. Simply press My Mods to see it in the list. In your mod library, you can click on a mod you've downloaded and see a list of options available to you. You can uninstall with a click of a button, disable with a click of a button, view any mods associated with this specific mod, as well as go to the Thunderstore website's page for this mod. You can also press this button to disable and enable your mod, and once you have multiple mods in the list, you can drag and drop to organize your load order. Similarly to the Get Mods list, there are options up top to sort and organize your mod list however you would like. In order to play your game with mods, you no longer launch it through Steam. You will open the Mod Manager and press the blue modded button up top, to the left of which you'll see the Vanilla button. And this is how you play your game vanilla, with the click of a button. You can also go down to the download section and see the list of recent downloads. This was from when I updated my mods earlier. This is the MODPACK that we just downloaded. Some mods come with a config file, also referred to as a .cfg file, and what they do is allow you to customize the mod even further. Normally you'd have to find this file in your data folder should you wish to edit it, but with the Thunderstore Mod Manager, you simply press Edit Config. As you see, MODPACK came with a CFG file, and if you're expecting to see one and you don't, read here, configuration files are generated after launching the game with the mod installed at least once. If you don't see it, press the modded button, let it generate, and then it should appear. To edit your config file, simply click on it and press Edit Config. This will give you a list of all the configurable options as well as an index up top to help you navigate it. For example, with this mod MODPACK, whenever I launch my game, a console will appear as well. I can press logging.console to take me right to the command. Click on True, and decide if you want the console or not. After making any changes you wish to see, simply press Save, and you're done. You can also press Open File to open the file directly in the data folder. You can also delete the config file, which is perfectly safe, as once you launch the game with the mods installed, it will generate new config files. Next up, we have the Settings page, which allows you access to all the advanced options in the Mod Manager, as well as organizes them into separate categories. I'll go over what each setting does, but the most important one, I think, is under Profile, and that would be Export Profile as a Code. This allows you to share your mod profiles with friends by simply clicking on it, and it will copy the code to your clipboard automatically. Simply send that to a friend. This is my Brutal Company mod pack that I play with my friends. I'll be including the code for this mod pack in the description. If you would like to import it and try it out yourself, simply follow along. And in order to import a profile, you need to go back to the profile screen, which you can do easily by pressing the profile name up here, and then click on Import/Update, Import New Profile. From Code, paste the code, import. It will have the default name of the profile when you pasted it. You can name it whatever you like though, and then press Create. And just like that, you have installed your buddy's mod pack. Press Select Profile. When sharing profiles, not only does it share every single mod included in the profile, but it also shares all the config files, making this an incredibly easy method of sharing mod packs with your friends. One thing I would like to note is mods like Custom Boombox Music, as well as Loud Horn Customizer, will not transfer custom MP3 files when importing a mod pack. You can press the website button to read the full description to find out specifically where to place those files, but real fast, you'd press Settings, Browse Profile Folder, and this will open up the modded profile for Lethal Company. Press MODPACK, and this is where you should see your custom songs folder. If it's not there, simply run your game once to allow it to generate, double-click custom songs, double-click boombox music, and this is where you'd place your custom MP3 files. This mod is client-sided, so if you want your buddies to hear them too, you would need to have them do this as well. A lot of these settings are self-explanatory, but let's go over them real fast. Under the profile section, you can change your profile from here, which functions the same as pressing change profile up here. You could disable all mods with a click of a button, or enable all mods with a click of a button. Here is also where you export your profile as a code for your friends. Alternatively, you can also export your profile as a file. You may import local mods, for example if you're making your own mod that's not listed in the store, and also update all your mods in case you missed the notification, or just check if there's any updates available. Under locations, browse data folder and browse profile will allow you to open up your modded profiles in the data folder, change data folder directory, change lethal company directory, and change Steam directory, allow you to alter directories that Thunderstore Mod Manager uses, but I wouldn't recommend doing so unless you know what you're doing. Next up we have debugging. These are settings you might want to use if you're experiencing any errors when trying to play modded games. You can clean your mod cache, which might be all you need to do to solve a simple error. Copy log file contents to clipboard. Log files typically contain errors, and this allows you to share them with mod creators to help them solve your problems. Run preloader fix, which may fix errors pertaining to the preloader. Set launch parameters, allowing you to set custom parameters whenever you launch the game, as well as toggle your download cache. Next we have MODPACK, which contains show dependency strings. This allows you to view a list of your installed mods with their version strings. And lastly, other. You can change the game from here, which functions the same as pressing change game in the top left. Refresh the online mod list in case there's new releases. Switch card display type. If you wish to view your mod list in an expanded or a collapsed list, switch between light and dark themes, which functions the same as pressing this button up here. If you're running into any problems trying to use the mod manager that haven't been addressed in this video, a good place to look would be pressing this help button in the bottom left, which covers some common problems some users may experience and potential solutions. And that just about covers everything you might need to know about the Thunderstore Mod Manager. It's a well-designed and useful tool for modding games, and if you have any questions, just leave me a comment and I'll help you out. And if there's any specific tutorials you want to see for any game, I'm always open to recommendations in the comments. After all, I'm making content to help you guys out. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and sorry for not getting it out sooner. And I also know it's kind of a long one. Truthfully, I just had a hard time editing this one. So if you made it through the whole thing, I thank you very much. I hope to start uploading more frequently in the near future, so stay tuned for more modding and gaming content. I'll catch you next time. Now get out there and make some quota, you degenerates.